Jai Hind children. Today we will start with the other steps of nutrition. They are absorption, assimilation and easation. So in the previous classes you have studied about the structure of digestive system, their organs and their roles, and digestion of food in mouth, stomach and small intestine. Now in this class you will come to know that after the digestion of food, then what will happen with the nutrients which are formed. The complex food is broken down into simpler form by the process of digestion. Then what will happen after this process? Now here a recap of the digestive system. So when the food is digested, here the digestion of food is completed in the small intestine. This is the highly coiled structure, and this intestine here you will see start after the stomach, and just it gets secretions from liver and pancreas. So the food is digesting here and it is continued in the rest part of the small intestine. Now the one other function is also performed by small intestine, which is known as absorption. So now I am focusing to this function of the small intestine, that is absorption. Now this diagram shows the inner lining of the small intestine. This one is the outer lining, because in small intestine is a tube like structure. So this one is the outer layer of the tube, but inner layer of the tube you can see the finger like outgrowth, and these finger like outgrowths, they are known as villi. So here you can see the intact villi structure, and here you can see the elaborated structure of a villus, where you can see the blood vessels, the blood capillaries, they are entering, and they are lined by a thin membrane. The tissue, it is made up of single layer of cells. So this is the structure of a villus, where the absorption of food takes place. So the digested food passes through the thin walls. So outer wall, here it is thin, this. So food passes through the thin wall of these blood vessels and enter the blood stream. So the nutrients, they are entered first to this layer and then to the blood vessels, and these blood vessels you can see they are leaving from the villus structure. So the absorbed nutrients are then taken to all the cells of the body by the blood, and energy from the food is produced in the cells. So this is the again elaborated structure of a villus. So these all together they are known as villi, where you can see the blood vessels, and here you can see another blood vessel, another vessel which is showing, which is responsible for the absorption of digested fats. Now this flow chart it will help you to understand the process of digestion in the alimentary canal. So in mouth, ingestion, so some mechanical and chemical digestion. Mechanical means when we chew food, so the complex, the big size food is broken into smaller pieces, that is mechanical. And chemical digestion means when the enzymes, they act on it. So when the starch is changed into sugar, that is chemical digestion. In esophagus, no digestion takes place. Stomach, mechanical digestion, the churning of the stomach, it helps in the mixing of food with the digestive juices. And chemical digestion, it means the proteins, they are digested in the stomach and they are changed into simpler form. Then after the stomach, the food reaches to the small intestine, where the chemical digestion means the digestion of food is completed and then absorption of nutrients takes place. So in the small intestine, the carbohydrates, they are changed into glucose, the proteins, they are changed into amino acids, and fats, they are changed into fatty acids and glycerol. So these nutrients are finally absorbed in the small intestine. Now the food goes to the large intestine, where the absorption of water takes place, and then the undigested food, it reaches to the rectum, and finally with the anus the egestion process occurs. So this is a summary, the flow chart of digestion of food in the alimentary canal. Now this flow chart, it will help you to understand the meaning of assimilation. Children, when the food is ingested in the mouth, in the buccal cavity, then it is digested in the different parts of the alimentary canal, that is buccal cavity and stomach and small intestine. Then it is absorbed in the small intestine, and it, with the help of blood vessels, it reaches the nutrients, absorbed nutrients, they reach to the different parts of the cells, and where they are utilized, and this process is known as assimilation. So absorption takes place in the small intestine, but assimilation means the nutrients, they are reaching to the different parts of the body with the help of blood, and after this, the finally the undigested food, it goes to the large intestine, and from there the egestion process occurs. So this is a summary of all the organs: mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and rectum. So here the structures are also mentioned, and with the help of these structures you can read all these points, and when you are writing answer also, so these points, they help also in writing the answer in your notebook. So read it carefully. So now this is the end of the digestion of food in the alimentary canal, and next time we will just start with the other topic. Till then, thank you children. Jai Hind.